Well, good morning. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Wednesday, November 27th, 1947, and I'm here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Oh, no, wait a minute, that's a mistake. Never mind. Okay, this is better. It's Wednesday, November 18th. Hang on. All right. Take 3 on November 19th, Wednesday, and this is actually Phoenix, Arizona. The previous two videos were what one would call mistakes. They could be outtakes. They're just basically screw-ups. And that's the kind of thing that I edit out at night. I will go into the office long around 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night and take a look at all the videos I shot that day, which sometimes number 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 videos. I look at every one of them and I decide whether or not they were like the previous two outtakes. I mess them up good. They'll normally get thrown away. And if I have a video in there where we're just spinning our wheels, just standing around wondering, okay, I mean, seriously, we don't know what we're doing, I might cut that out and get to the resolution of whatever it was. And yeah, I had a couple guys saying, kicking on that thing for 20 minutes didn't accomplish anything, Frank. Why don't you cut it out? Good point. So I might edit that out. I try not to edit out any foibles that have value. If I completely screw something up and say, well, that was wrong, I'll probably leave that one in, because you can learn from mistakes as much as you can learn from doing it right. Around here, believe me, I sincerely believe in the adage that I think I made up, that negative progress is still progress. So anyway, that will sort of explain yesterday's video that had 2 huge segments with no sound. I don't find out what's in the segments until 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. There's no time to reshoot them. I've already completed whatever it was I was doing, and I can't go back. So I don't know why those 2 segments had no sound. I truly, honestly don't, because the next segment after them had perfect sound. I don't know what happened. So anyway, here we are. This is my lady friend's new car. She's got the hood up. She's looking at something under there. But anyway, sorry about that. The 2 segments with no sound. I don't know what happened, but it might happen again, because I do not go back and watch each segment as I film it, because it's just too much overhead. I can't do a segment then go back and review it just to see what it is and if it's okay. So who knows? I don't know why it happened, but it might happen again, and in which case I apologize in advance. So that's what happened. Those 2 segments recorded with no sound. I don't know why. Sorry. It's a shame, because in one of them, which I cut down a lot, I was explaining a whole lot. For example, I did talk to the owner of the bike, and he had put 400 miles on that engine, and that's certainly enough time for the rings to have settled in. And he said the smoke is recent. The bike ran great, started great, ran great. They had a lot of fun with it, and then all of a sudden started blowing smoke out of the sump vent and out of the oil bottle, and got progressively worse. So I'm going to start it up again this morning just to take a look at it and let it run for a while. I think the plan at this point in time is to, when we get some good weather, some clear, hot, normal, hot, warm Phoenix weather in a few days, I'm going to ask Kevin to take it out and ride it as much as he can, neighborhood, up and down the highway, see what happens. I do not expect it to be self-healing. I do not expect it to be self-correcting. I am 99 and 44 100% sure that we're going to end up taking the head and cylinders off that bike, and I'm pretty much sure I'm going to find the rings are frozen in the piston grooves, and I don't know why. I truly don't know why, but I'll bet you $1 that's what we're going to find. So that's the morning. It's gray, overcast, rained like a so-and-so last night, and I'm going to go around and I'm going to go ahead and start the green bike, let it run for a while. I'll do a video and then call that done until we make more decisions. In the meantime, I might look at this bike. This bike is here because the rear caliper froze up, came to a screeching halt. And so I'm going to go through the brakes and do a couple of other things. The black bike is sitting here slowly draining oil out of the back of the oil bottle right there where the big nut is. The big nut. And since I have nothing else to do, I'm going to go ahead and drain the oil out of that tank and reseal that big nut. See if I can do it. I tried moving it once and boy, it's tight. So I'll see if I can break it free without, I don't know, ripping the side out of the whole oil tank. So that's going to be fun. That'll be an adventure. I'll do that just for the heck of it. The papers you see are laying around are newspapers that got wet, and I'm drying them out. Being Phoenix, it'll take 10-15 minutes, and they'll be dry as a bone. So that's no big deal. It is interesting in Phoenix, the low humidity makes things dry up really, really quick. I think I've said before, the hardest part about washing a motorcycle in Phoenix, Arizona is keeping it wet long enough to dry it. And that sounds like humor, but it's actually true. When we wash a bike, we have to do it in segments because it'll dry before you can get, if you wash front to back, by the time you come back and try to dry the front, it's dry, guys. And it's just incredibly low humidity. And so that's the way it is. Oh, look, they've got a Christmas wreath up already. Isn't that pretty? Oh, that's nice. We just bought one from some kid who knocked on the door. I don't know when it'll be delivered. So anyway, that's where we are. And I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to start the bike. I'll do a little video of it. And then we'll put it aside and work on something else. And that's the way it is. All right, I'm going to do a cold start on the bike and see how it goes. Yeah, the motorcycle's running. Beautiful oil flow. Good vent out of the back vent. Yeah.
All right, I don't see any oil leakage. Seems to be charging okay. Watch the bloom of the headlight on the wall. You can see it getting brighter.
This sounds pretty good. Seemed to be charging, throwing a good bloom on the wall. No vapor coming out of there, but then it hadn't run very long. We will do some riding. And in the time that I spoke with you, I had my back turned. One of the two dogs that are here, my dog and my lady friend's dog, one of them came out here and left me a present. Isn't that just sweet of them? Both dogs hate going out in the rain. I mean, it's not even raining and they don't want to go out there. Little poops. So now I get to pick that up. All right, we're going to call this video good. I'm going to go ahead and go in and post it. And then I'll do something else.